Hey guys, welcome back to another Aquatics video. In today's video, we're going to go ahead and be showing you a kind of a tour of where I get all my wholesale fish, and also showing you the wholesale fish I ended up purchasing and bringing home to the shop. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Got my computer here, so I'm showing you my edit. If you guys haven't ever seen edit, this is quite complicated system here, but I'm going to go ahead and doing a voiceover for this segment, so let's go ahead and jump into it. Alright, starting off here. First thing you guys can kind of see is there's a whole bunch of different cichlids. You guys are going to end up seeing these whole bunch of fish. I mean, these guys are pretty big business with all their different types of fish. These guys have anything from cichlids to gars to anything like that. They need to make it, so if they want to make it and actually be successful in their business, they're going to need to keep everything for people to get it from. A couple things I want to mention. You guys can see here in the video, I got a whole bunch of cichlids I'm featuring here. I kind of went through very quickly. If you guys want to see me come back, we're actually going back up. This wholesaling place is located in Minneapolis, Minnesota. We're going to be going back up there for a Vikings game here in a couple weeks. So if you guys do want to see another more in-depth tour, if they are open, I will definitely do that for you guys. Maybe I can even talk through this. This was just something that I was doing very quickly on my iPhone. Once again, you can see a new video clip here with a whole bunch of different types of cichlids. There's a whole bunch of yellow labs. There's a whole bunch of African centrals, a whole bunch of different types of cichlids just throughout, and all these different types of tanks here. But if you guys can see, there's tons and tons of rows of these guys. So there's rows on rows. I'm guessing there's probably 200 to 300 gallon, 200 to 300 aquariums, like little dividers where separate fish can be in. How they run their tanks is everything's very, very simple. They use acrylic tanks. They can see sponge filters throughout some of these tanks here. That's very, very simple. Sponge filters, that's what I use as well. They do it, as you can see, there's no heaters. Obviously, it's a lot more efficient to heat the whole room. So it was definitely roasting. It was definitely roasted in there with all the 80-degree temperature in there to keep all the temperatures. There you can just see a whole bunch of types of the equipment that they use for everything. But they use sponge filters through everything. They have overflow systems, so they're constantly running drip system into this. Actually, the stands of this are actually 300-gallon not aquariums, but 300-gallon ponds, where that's all the filtration are. So the tanks are sitting on top of the filtration, where the water will drain down into the tubs below where they're sitting on top of, and that will get the filter, and that will pump water back up through the tank. And all this is all one big old system. They have plenty of chemicals to treat everything. Obviously, with dealing with wholesale, they get everything in from Peru and things like that. Here are a whole bunch of types of hamsters, guinea pigs, just all the kind of furry animals. They had a whole bunch of these different bins of rats and all different types of things, which I thought was pretty entertaining. It's kind of nice for them to have those in as well, so I could very easily order some of these as well. Got some short hair, guinea pigs, some rats, little bit of everything. There you can see some guinea pigs. These guys are so cute. And then here's some more. Here's the rats. These guys were spinning upside down. These guys were some crazy rats. There's also some parakeets up in the corner there. You guys can see all the different types of colors and birds and everything like that. Once again, you guys can see these rats here. They're spinning around. These guys are super goofy. They're kind of cool looking how they spin upside down and just keep on going. But yeah, there's those guys. So, sorry about the video. The video might be too bad because I filmed this on my iPhone. I should have brought my camera, but I did not expect me going there. So I just whipped out the iPhone, whipped it out, got the videos here. Here you first saw the pond. Here is an Oscar. It's nice. These guys are obviously, this is like a 40-gallon tank. So this is too small for an Oscar, but this is just a temporary holding tank where if people around the Minneapolis area, if they do need to surrender their fish because it's too big, these guys have the capable means of taking in some fish there. Here are a whole bunch of types of the glowfish. So we got a whole bunch of types of glowfish, all the glow tetras. They did also, I think they had some glow betas as well, which are similarly new. You can just see the rows and rows of tanks. I got a pretty good video here coming up, I believe, in the sequence, where you can see all the videos a lot more in depth. But yeah, I mean, you guys can just see the rows and rows of everything. They're very well lit, which is really nice. They don't have lights on top of the tanks, but they have a very bright facility where you don't even need all that much lights. And it's not like these guys are sitting here looking at their fish. These are wholesaling. These guys, their main priority is rolling fish out. There on the left side, you can see some saltwater. I did not even show that much just because I'm not a saltwater personal preference for me, but I dabbled in some saltwater tanks and stuff like that, but I prefer fresh water. Here, you guys can see a whole bunch of more. These are like some more of the Danios, some more Tetras, things like that. Here is kind of the overview. You can see boxes on boxes for shipping out. All these rows and rows and rows and rows throughout. In this aisle, we got a whole bunch of different goldfish, all the koi, kind of all the cold water fish, just a whole bunch. I actually ended up getting a couple of these, but you guys will see in the later video where I show all the different fish I got in. And you know, the shop is getting very done. If you guys are not familiar, I have a whole shop full of different types of fish tanks and stuff like that. So if you ever do want to see any more video types like that, go check it out on the iCard or a playlist below of all the different shop builds, how I built my tanks and stuff like that. You guys can see these guys use their resources very well. They had some, looks like some maybe 20, 30 gallon tanks with overflows. They just filled it right up. And these guys are very, very, very well what they do with it. They're not going to throw any tanks away. These guys are always expanding. And you know, you don't need the nicest tanks for how much fish go in and out. They get fish from Peru, and a week later they're out the door to a wholesaler like that. If you don't know how pet stores get it. So wholesalers are going to order it in from Peru, Africa, all different places like this is here, and they're going to go ahead and then send it to a retail store, something like a Petco, something like that. So it's a retail local pet store, and then that's how you buy them from there. So you guys can see more aisles and aisles. These ones were built out of wood. Some of these are overflowed. Some of these are just individual. You can see little pipes on the back where they're all gone through. You guys can see this is kind of like the molly and guppy section. Whole bunch of different types of mollies. I had almost every color. I ended up getting a whole bunch of guppies, which was kind of cool. Usually I don't do too much with guppies, but I ended up getting about 60, 70, 80 different guppies, which were really cool as well. Next thing, kind of touring around, putting my iPhone on the floor. Probably not the best video, but you know, whatever. Here we got some Discus. These are a whole bunch of nice Discus. These guys, if I'm not wrong, they came in from Peru. Peru obviously is mainly the main place for getting a Discus, but there's also a couple of different countries as well that have the Discus. Whole different types of tanks, and the first thing you're probably thinking is, man, oh man, why are these tanks so dirty? It's not a retail store, so that's one thing I want to mention. This is a family-run business. This is that's why I order from here. I love these guys. These guys are great people. I'm not going to share the name of this place just because I don't want you guys bothering them. Not a means of you guys are like going to bother them, but these guys only do wholesale. So unless you own a retail store, they're not going to be able to do any business with you as a local consumer, which is mainly more of an inconvenience to the customers, but it's a lot bigger of a convenience for most people, just how much fish they can roll out very, very easily here. So here's some horrible iPhone video. I don't know what was going on there. Don't ask me. Pointing my phone on the floor, you know, beside the point. But there's, you guys can see, you guys can actually feature. Here's a whole bunch of nice of those Arowana. These are some silver Arowana. They do also get some of the exotic things like stingrays and stuff like that as well. But a whole bunch of different cool things as well. So this is a really family-owned business. The dad, the family, everyone's kind of involved. They also do have employees where they're not big enough where they need to get employees, things like that. Here are a whole bunch of different angelfish, just kind of like the quote-unquote angelfish row, full of different angelfish. And now you're probably thinking, man, why is there so many empty tanks? These guys get fish orders, get fish like shipments from Peru, everything. I would say 3 times a week. So they were actually getting a shipment in about couple hours after I was there. I was there on a Monday, so Monday is mainly the shipping day that they get all their things in. They head out to the airport. It's kind of cool. I have a van system and go ahead and pick up all the different types of fish from the airport and then bring them back and settle them in, and then do an inventory and then actually give them out to the not give them out, but sell them out to the retail stores and things like that. Once again, you can see all these different rows and rows and rows of things. Some more fish there. You can see some more fish acclimating, getting those up to temperature. Whole bunch of different types of sharks. Some of the tanks do have heaters in. Like I know the Discus tank for fact had those in. There's just a wide variety of fish, which I really enjoy. These guys are really highly recommend. So if you are somewhere in the northeastern, but in the northern United States, and you would like to order from them and they're in your reach, go ahead and give me a message on Instagram, YouTube, whatever else, and I can hook you up with their information. if you do want a wholesale order from them, these guys, I've been wholesaling from these guys for probably 2-3 years now. And the business before this, the local pet store that used to be in my town that before they closed, been ordering for years and years and years, like probably 20-30 years. Those there, you can see some hermit crabs, some more empty tanks. They have a whole bunch of tanks. They're remodeling a whole room full of different types of reptiles and things like that. Now, this is the beta section. You see a whole bunch of types of betas. These guys, a whole bunch of different types of betas to choose from there. Alright guys, I just got done with the voiceover thing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed something like that. The video is coming out to about a 10-minute video. So I think we're going to call it quits there. If you guys do want to see all the different types of guppies, all the different types of cichlids, I got a whole bunch of different types of fish. Mainly the reason why I did that because I didn't have to pay shipping. Shipping usually kills people with wholesaling fish in. So if you guys do want to see a separate video of all the fish I unboxed, I did not film that unboxing, but let me know down in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, all those good things, guys. Without further ado, I will catch you on my next video. Peace out.